on a quiet dairy farm in Wisconsin. She didn't produce the most milk, and she complained about it every single day. The grass isn't fresh enough. The mornings are too cold. The farmer wakes us up too early. Other cows have it easier. Whenever something went wrong, Maple had a reason. Whenever she struggled, she blamed the weather. Whenever she felt tired, she blamed the routine. Right next to her stood an older cow named Clover. Clover had lived through harsh winters, dry summers, and long seasons. She had seen storms flatten fences and snow bury the pasture. But Clover rarely complained. She observed. She adjusted. She endured. One chilly autumn morning, the wind swept hard across the fields. The grass was thinner than usual. Food was harder to find. Maple stomped her hooves. This farm is getting worse every year. How are we supposed to thrive like this? Clover calmly continued grazing. Complaining won't make the grass grow, Clover said gently. Maple rolled her eyes. That's easy for you to say. A few weeks later, winter arrived early. The ground froze. Snow covered the pasture. The wind bit through thick fur. Maple hated it. I can't stand this cold. This is unfair. Why does this always happen to me? Each day she focused on how hard it was. Meanwhile, Clover did something different. She moved closer to the barn walls to block the wind. She ate slowly, conserving energy. She walked steadily to keep circulation strong. Instead of asking, "Why is winter so cruel?" she asked, "How do I get stronger in winter?" One evening, a heavy snowstorm hit the farm. The gates rattled. The barn doors shook. The temperature dropped fast. The younger cows panicked. Maple began pacing. This is terrible. We're going to suffer all winter. Clover stepped forward. Listen, she said calmly. The storm doesn't care about your complaints. It only responds to your preparation. The storm passed after 2 long days. When it cleared, something surprising happened. Some cows were exhausted, weak, thin. Maple had lost weight because she spent more energy stressing than adapting. But Clover stood steady, stronger, calmer. She had used the storm to build resilience. Spring finally came. The grass returned. The sun warmed the fields. The farmer expanded the pasture and introduced better feeding systems. The cows that had learned to endure winter thrived first. Their bodies were conditioned. Their mindset was steady. Their habits were disciplined. Maple watched Clover graze peacefully under the sunlight. How are you always so calm? Maple asked. Clover smiled. Because I learned something important. What? Failure plus complaint equals defeat. Failure plus learning equals power. Maple looked confused. Clover continued. When the grass was thin, you complained. I learned how to ration my energy. When the wind was harsh, you blamed the weather. I learned where to stand. When winter came, you resisted it. I trained in it. The seasons are not against us, Clover said. They are training us. That day changed Maple. The next challenge came during milking season. Maple wasn't producing as much as the others again. The old voice rose in her mind. I'm not good enough. This farm is unfair. Other cows are just lucky. But this time, she paused. Instead of complaining, she asked, what can I improve? She started eating more consistently, resting properly, moving more intentionally. She observed Clover's rhythm, her discipline, her calm. Month by month, Maple improved. Not because the farm changed, not because life became easier, but because she stopped arguing with reality. She started learning from it. Years later, Maple became one of the strongest cows on the farm. Young calves would complain about early mornings or cold winds. Maple would tell them, the weather doesn't decide your strength. Your response does. Complaining feels powerful, but it drains you. Learning feels uncomfortable, but it builds you. Here's the truth for everyone listening. Life is like seasons on a farm. Sometimes it's warm and easy. Sometimes it's cold and demanding. Sometimes opportunities grow like green grass. Sometimes everything feels frozen. If you complain through every difficult season, you waste energy. You weaken yourself. You stay stuck. But if you learn through every difficult season, you adapt. You build resilience. You grow stronger than the storm. Failure is not defeat. Complaining about failure is. Storms don't break strong animals. Winter doesn't destroy prepared cows. It strengthens them, and life doesn't defeat disciplined people. It shapes them. Mindset, reset. Failure plus complaint equals defeat. Failure plus learning equals power. Stop arguing with the season. Start growing through it.